Good afternoon, friends. This is line Amir Virani over here with Arvind Tandon. Today is a special episode of the Coffee Conversation show. Today's theme is Far and Beyond Journey in Travel Entrepreneurship. This Coffee Conversation is powered by the Emerging India Forum, TIF, and our tech partner, Prime Infotech Solution. Arvind is director at Art Travels Private Limited. He has a passion for travel and a keen entrepreneurial spirit. He has carved a niche for himself in the highly competitive travel industry. So, today's topic is very interesting. Friends, we will learn a lot about travel and other things which Arvind is into. So, Arvind, welcome to today's Coffee Conversation episode. Let me explain to you the format. It is divided into three things. One is your professional journey, second is personal, and third is a rapid fire, which is surprise round.
Okay.
So, welcome to this episode, Arvind.
Thank you, Amir. And it's been good knowing you at IBG, which stands for the India Business Group.
Yeah, we'll be talking about IBG also during one of our questions, so don't worry. A lot of things to be covered. So, yeah. So, Arvind, my first question will be, let's recollect your journey as an entrepreneur till date.
I was doing my chartered accountancy, which mercifully I flunked. So my father kept asking me what I wanted to do after that. And since all the women were either in travel or in advertising, and I was very interested in women, so I took up a job with a travel company, and I worked for 365 days with a company called Cox and Kings, which ultimately went into oblivion and it shut down.
Interesting. Tell us something about your two ventures, your ARK Travels, where you're the director, and your Faraway Places, which you sold off.
Okay, so Arc Travels Private Limited was a company that I formed about 40 years back, and ultimately, because we shifted from the main business of corporate ticketing to wholesaling cruises and holidays, so we needed another brand. So we formed a company called Faraway Places, which, as you can see, is a very interesting name for a company and describes exactly what we were doing. The second company and the first, both were sold off by me to various people, and at the moment I'm companyless.
Don't worry, you are an industry in yourself. You can do it anything, anywhere in the world. That is, we know you are the person. Continuing our conversation, Arvind, what are the challenges you faced in both the companies during your initial days, and what strategy did you employ?
So the first company, that is Arc Travels Private Limited, was primarily a retailer of corporate ticketing, which was a bit of an issue because every company or buyer of tickets knew your margins, and they would ask you for discounts to reduce their costs. But at some stage, we realized that it wasn't viable and we should move into a wholesale business where one, there could be a product which was different from normal corporate ticketing, and two, where people did not know your margins. So that is how we set up Faraway Places, which was a company which was in the niche of wholesaling tours and cruises to the retail travel agent community. And at some stage, I sold that company as well to somebody in Iceland. So I know it sounds like being very unfeeling, but selling companies is good.
Yes, this is a trend where you're like the startup founder, build up your company, but you're still continuing with the company in the management team. That is very interesting. So you started long back this culture of startup. So looking at this cruise travel business, how is it marketed in India and internationally?
Uh, the cruise travel business was very new in India when I started it 28 years back.
Ooh.
There was no cruise company operating from India, but we started marketing a company called Star Cruises, which is based in Malaysia and Singapore. And at some stage, we joined up with other cruise companies as well, like Norwegian Cruise Lines and Carnival Cruise Lines and Silver Seas, to become the numero uno cruise wholesaler in India. In fact, at the moment, we do over 100,000 passengers a year through a network of 35,000 retail travel agents all over India.
So managing a huge travel agents network, how do you, what is the secret success mantra by building up to this level and continuously motivating them, because your business depends on them as well as through other sectors also, means other factors. But travel agents network is a different ball game and you have maintained it. So what are the key ingredients? So anyone who wants to develop a channel network in any industry, let's hear it from you.
Yeah, that I think is the right way of looking at it, because any network that you build requires 4 or 5 things. One is honesty, 2 is technology, number 3 is incentives, number 4 is trainings, and we've been able to go on with all these for the last 28 years since we got into wholesaling cruises and holidays.
That's very interesting. My next question will be, let's come back to your team. How, what strategies you employ as a leader to promote a positive work culture within a company during difficult times as well as smooth sailing?
I think difficult times is something that we can talk about in relation to the COVID era, when the bottom fell out of the travel business and the cruise business. But having said that, given the fact that our employees had been with us for a long time and supported our company well, we decided that we would continue paying them salaries, although at a reduced level, for the 2.5 years of COVID. So obviously, given the fact that most companies were sacking their employees, so my staff was very pleased with the fact that we were doing that. And I would say that the gentleman that I sold my company to is the one responsible for being able to do that, because he is the one with the monetary abilities to do that.
That's very interesting and very gracious of him. Many entrepreneurs have been gracious to during this pandemic difficult times and other difficult times also. They have retained their key employees to stay with them and motivated. That's a wonderful gesture. All around the world, people, entrepreneurs have done this wonderful gesture, keeping good talent together.
I must tell you that we did not let anyone go. So we had all 50 or 60 employees.
That's very impressive. Very impressive. Those times were difficult. So people stay back. Like you've been for 28 years, you must be having memories of your old team members. who have been staying with you. So, what are the looking back from your day one and now this 28 years in this travel industry, what changes have you seen?
I think I must correct you. I set up the company 40 years back. 28 years back, we shifted the focus and we started wholesaling rather than merely retailing. It's been an interesting journey also because in the beginning, when we started wholesaling, nobody in the travel industry knew anything about wholesaling. So it was a completely new product that we started doing. Cruises as well, which were completely unknown. People knew aircraft, people knew trains, people knew boats, but nobody knew cruises. So therefore, I think it is important to tell you that we gave a completely new method of enhancing revenues to the travel community by wholesaling cruises.
That's very interesting.
And it is something that has been appreciated by people. In fact, there are people whom I meet at parties and they always say कि जी आप तो हमारे गुरु हो.
Perfect. Yes. You're a trendsetter. Now, coming to this being trendsetter, now customer experience. People look forward going on vacation through what do you say, travel in planes. But what are the customer experience going on vacation on cruise? What are the wonderful memories which they have shared with you while going on a cruise?
Normally, if you go on an aircraft to a particular place, then you keep shifting hotels. Yes. The big advantage on a cruise ship is that once you're on a cruise ship, then the cruise ship keeps taking you to different cities or venues, and all your living, food, entertainment is on the cruise ship. So that is the differentiation from a normal holiday. So it is an all-inclusive holiday.
Yes, that is very interesting. Traveling with a large group. What is the experience of any package you have made for someone like family or wedding, something, some wonderful memories which comes to you, which you can share?
We are pioneers in weddings or cruises. Our ships have as many as 4,000 cabins, which means we can take 5,000 people. And since there are restrictions in India on taking that many people to a destination wedding, I think the importance of being able to take a larger number of people than in an Indian destination wedding cannot be overemphasized. Further, Indians have methods of paying abroad which are unknown to the governments of the day. And therefore, when people do weddings on cruises, then there is a different level of spending because all the money is spent overseas.
Very beautifully you explained the travel cruise industry. Now, my this two questions for your professional journey. Someone, what advice you, what do you say, Bhishma Pitama of travel industry, 40 years of experience. Someone who comes an aspiring entrepreneur looking to enter the travel and tourism. What advice would you give to him? What are the key ingredients he should follow?
Thanks for asking that. In the beginning, every travel agent would only sell tickets either to the customer or to the corporate. This, to a great extent, would be on credit, which obviously meant that frequently companies would not pay up at all, because, or it would be payable when able. So, which is why if you get into this industry, do not think of giving credit. Take money immediately, because otherwise you would lose everything that you started with. Also, tickets alone are not a viable source of revenue. Therefore, you must have combinations of tickets and holidays and cruises and trade fairs, etc.
That's very interesting tips which you have shared across. So, friends, anyone wants to go into travel, he's a guru. I would say, sir, please write a book. You should write your experiences, and that will be taken up by whoever wants to.
I
do
think
this.
I leave the books to Vikash, who's the head of IBG, as well as Amir.
Yes, I'll be coming. Thank you for that. So, friends, I'm an author of 12 ebooks. So, let's continue our conversation. So, Arvind, my last question will be: you have been very active in BNI as well as IBGs. How does this networking platforms helps you?
I think the BNI is a very structured setup where they give you a particular method of networking. And if you follow that, you would make a lot of money. If you don't follow that, then you're screwed. IBG is less formal, which is why all the IBG meetings are, relatively speaking, more informal, and they do not demand a particular structured format. Having said that, I've enjoyed being an IBG member for the last 8 years and also a BNI member for 10 years before that.
So, friends, both these platforms contribute to your professional and personal journey. So, anyone who's interested in becoming a BNI or IBG member, he's a person to look up to. He will guide you, and do become members of both these platforms. It adds value if you follow, and there are good relationships to be built up. So, because of IBG, I have been a good friend of Arvind, and now we are having this coffee conversation. So, this is the power of being part of a community. So, Arvind, let's continue our conversation. Now, we continue. Let's learn who was Arvind. So, Arvind, what are your hobbies or interests which you pursue?
My hobbies are listening to retro rock music, as well as reading. I love reading, and I can finish a 500-page book in 5 hours on an average, or 6 hours, which, as you would understand, is a very quick speed. Besides which, movies, serials, and women. Not necessarily in that order.
That's interesting. So, share something from your retro, your music. Which can you recommend something which you want to listen again and again, and something about your
Oh, yes.
book journey?
So, the sort of bands that I listen to are Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, and Pink Floyd. I would say these are three of the most favorite bands that I have been following. In fact, I was in Vancouver a few months back, and I watched Guns N' Roses live, as well as The Kiss, which is an iconic band, British band. And in fact, I introduced my wife to rock music as well, and my children, who both appreciate the sort of music that I listen to.
That's interesting. Family, we have heard something like a family that eats together, stays together. But with you, family that listens to music stays together. So you are an
That
innovator.
So that's very well put, Ahmed.
Thank you, thank you. So now, let's talk about your reading habits. Which is a new book which you are reading right now?
Oh, I don't in general read books again and again, but P.G. Wodehouse is a favorite, and I have read a lot of Wodehouse books again and again. Also, Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl is also known for his children's stories, but his adult books are quite incisive and sometimes quite macabre.
That's interesting. Now, how do you keep abreast of changes happening in the travel industry? What do you follow? Which books, magazines, or websites you uh, keep in your daily?
There are trainings that are held by the airlines, the tourism boards, and other such organizations in the travel industry, as well as by the governments who are looking to promote their destinations. So, primarily that, and also, of course, because travel is high profile and relatively expensive, so you have television programs where these are covered and help enhance my skills as well as give me new products.
That's very interesting. So, Arvind, how do you recharge yourself after what do you say, hard day's work?
I'd like to say family, except that the family has flown. So my son is in Vancouver, my daughter lives in Nairobi, and I stay here with my wife and my father, who's 92 years old. And so recharging happens with friends, with family, and also with movies, and of course, rock music.
That's interesting. So, talking about your family, let's share something we'll listen to. A favorite family tradition or ritual that holds special meaning for you and your family.
In most families, people on their landmark occasions, they arrange a feast or a banquet for a birthday or a wedding. In my family, it is something that was set as a tradition by my late mother. So whoever has a landmark occasion, he is featured and hosted by the rest of the family in terms of monetarily as well as the effort that goes into organizing something like that.
It's a very beautiful thing started by your mother. You're in the travel industry. Let us hear your travel experiences.
I've been traveling for 37 or 38 years. If you ask me which is the country or destination that I'm most fond of, it would be Sri Lanka. Although most people think, oh, Sri Lanka is like India. You know, everybody there looks like us. And they think only the Goras need to be looked at because they have, most people have a mindset which is fixated on, skin color. But I think besides that, the hospitality that a destination can offer is eminently important. Besides which, of course, cruises of various sorts, because you have all your meals included, entertainment included, and travel, which is a part of the trip that you buy.
That's very interesting. So, Arvind, what does passion mean to you?
I think passion is something that can mean different things to different people. In my case, passion is not merely sexual. Passion is how much I can enjoy a particular genre of music or a destination or also a book. So it would be futile for me to define what passion specifically may mean to me. It also keeps changing because as you grow older, your likes and dislikes either improve or get worse, but they definitely change.
Wonderfully explained. My last question: what is brand Arvind?
Brand Arvind is a networker who likes women.
There I see you have that aura. Whenever I've been around you, I've seen an aura. And please continue. So we'll remember you as that person. So friends, we're coming to this both the rounds. Now we'll have fun round with Arvind, and we know he is very quick and witty person. So Arvind, this is a rapid fire round, and if you answer very quickly, you will get this ebook, which is From Niches to Riches: The Importance of Choosing a Niche for Your Business. You can share with your BNI and IBG friends about niche marketing.
So just for your information, one of these niches in programs like this is the rapid fire round.
Yes, thank you. So we have evolved and we keep on evolving. This is just wanted to share for the viewers and listeners over here, and for you also. This is my 4th year we started this Coffee Conversation show, and we have done 100 plus episodes in Zoom, in person, special episodes, mini coffee on subject topics. So this has been, we are evolving and adding, trying new things. So meeting wonderful people like you. So this is our journey continues.
That's quite remarkable. That's a very large number of episodes.
Yeah. So we have got 5 series at the moment. We have divided into. One is the emerging entrepreneur, which your episode will be coming. Then emerging lawyer, cybersec professional, then the professional, and Stri Shakti, women achievers. So that is, we have segmented into these things. So, Arvind, my first rapid fire question will be: are you a morning person or night?
Night.
Okay. Your favorite cuisine?
South Indian.
Okay. Fiction or non-fiction books?
Fiction.
Which is your favorite movie?
Person.
Ooh, no. Are you an introvert or extrovert?
A complete extrovert.
Okay. Tea or coffee?
Both.
Both. Okay. Your favorite restaurant?
My favorite restaurant would be Sadanand at Worli, which is an Udupi restaurant, which also serves great palak paneer.
Wow, I would love to go with you. So friends, so Arvind, you have won this ebook.
Oh, thank you.
So, friends, we have added one more element in this. Okay, for the speaker, he answers very wittily and fast, so he gets a gift. So friends, this was a wonderful conversation which we had with Arvind Tandon, and we hope you have got a good insights on the travel industry, and he is the guru. You can look up, enjoy this coffee conversation, and do subscribe the Coffee Conversation show on our YouTube channel. You will get to listen to many subject experts like Arvind Tandon. As I explained, we have many subject experts more lined up, and you will get to learn from them and about their journey. To keep subscribe and click on the bell button for notifications. We also have a website, theemergingindiaforum.com. You will get to know many more details from Coffee Conversation, from the webinars, the story highlight. So many things keep happening. And this was a very wonderful weekend which I spent with Arvind. Look forward to another guest speaker next time. See you. Cheers.
Thank you.